Hey coin collectors, and welcome to the Big D Coin Channel. It's DC doing the Susan B 1980 dollar from the United States of America. Liberty at the top, the year at the bottom. In this case it's 1980. Susan B. Anthony facing to the right rather than to the left like many of the U.S. coins face. Here's the Roosevelt dime facing to the left, but of course Lincoln, the greatest of all, face to the right. So that's a great sign for this coin. We see that there are 13 stars around for the original 13 states. Down here where it says 1980, you can actually see how these lines go across here. These lines are not on the outside of the coin, no. That's just a pattern on the inside. We see that this is a copper nickel clad copper coin. And if we turn it over, we see this really fantastic Frank Gasparo engraving. United States of America at the top. E pluribus unum is 13 stars on here. This might also not just stand for the 13 colonies, but for the Apollo 13 mission. It says $1 at the bottom. This is the United States way up over the eagle's shoulder as the eagle lands on the moon carrying an olive branch. Eagle is sign of power and might, olive branch sign of peace, and there's the moon there with the craters, and there's the United States just way bigger than it really is on the globe, right over the eagle's shoulder. And on this one, it's just really hard to tell that is the United States, but take my word, it is. Now this coin, much maligned coin, but let me tell you, the 1980 coin has some real value. And let me talk to you about why. Some of you may have noticed the mint marks on here, so let's take a good look at them. This one over here is a Philadelphia coin. That's a P mint mark on there. And the Philadelphia Mint in 1980 made 27.6 million. Now remember, on these coins there is a P. There's not a. If you don't find anything back here, you've got the rarest coin ever in the United States, or certainly one of them, because that's where the mint mark goes back here. Down underneath Susan B, you see some initials here, FG. That's Frank Gasparo, who was the engraver of this coin. And you also see those initials back here in between the eagle's feather and the moon and the olive branch, FG, Frank Gasparo, who did the Kennedy half dollar, some of it anyway, did the Eisenhower dollar, and in fact on the back of the Eisenhower dollar you have the eagle landing on the moon. And this is why, right here, that these coins can be very, very, very valuable. Look at this. This is an S. Now, this is not a proof S, however. In 1980, and for the Susan B series, they put out a S mintage in the general circulation. So in 1980, they minted 20.4 million of these. They minted, on the Philadelphia coin, they minted 27.6 million. And on the Denver Mint coin, they minted 41.6 million. So about, I don't know, 80, 90 million of between all three. And then they did 3 million of the proof series coin. So this is an S, but guess what? There's also a proof S. So when we're talking about the double S coin in the beginning, let's take a look at that proof S coin. And there it is right there. And I'm going to tip this over to the side a little bit. We're going to change the lighting. And this is, many collectors feel that this is the best United States proof set coin ever made. Almost all of the ones in here are cameos. Many of them are close to proof 67, 66, 67. And if you get a proof 67, there's over 80 of these, they're worth about $300 or $400. Again, see the S here, and you can see that's a pretty clear S. See the S here, and you can see that's a pretty worn S. But, so there's one here, and then there's one here. pretty much the same S. There is supposedly an S version which has a double stamp on it. I have not seen it, and that is an incredibly rare coin in itself. If you can get this coin looking this shiny or close to it, you're going to be up in the MS 67, 68 range, and there are very, very few of the Susan B's in the MS 67 and 68 range. So look for the S, look for it in a really good version, and look for these mint sets. Let me tell you, when I bought this is a United States proof set from 1980. I think it only cost $6 or $7. Well, this coin right here, the Susan B, could be worth $20 or $30, as much as $50 to $60 if it gets up to MS 67, maybe even more than that. So if you can buy a proof set and you can get this coin evaluated, it could be worth a lot of money. Let's look at the back just to show you how the back of this proof set goes. And it is also fantastic. Where are you, eagle landing on the moon? This is an eagle landing on the moon. These, look how clear that is. This one, you could brush your hair in this. You can see the pen as it goes through. Just fantastic job that the U.S. Mint did in 1980 with all of their coins. Now look at this half, the nickel, the penny, the quarter, but especially with the Susan B. And when you'd only have like 100 million or less made, and when you only have 3 million or so, 3.5 million of the proof sets, if you can get one of these and take it out and get it valued, it could be worth plenty of money. All right, that's all we have today from the Big D coins. We'd love to have you subscribe to Big D and leave any comments you might have in the comment section.